BC, hometown, and we're up here at our practice facility, and I've been at freestyle professionally now since 2006, so fairly new to the sport still, and still trying to make a name for myself, and there's no better place than up here to do it.
Yeah, my name's Kris Garwasiuk as well, from Kelowna, BC. Lived here for about 19 years now, proud to call it home, and yeah, I've been doing freestyle motocross for about 17 years, 16, 17 years now, so I'm one of the older dudes in the sport. We're pretty pumped to bring our big show to Kelowna. Yeah, I mean, it's like any other sport, practice makes perfect, right? Some kids grew up in hockey, football, soccer. Our passion was always, motocross, and I got a bit of a racing background, so does Bruce, and we just evolved from there. We both really like doing big jumps on the track and sometimes doing some tricks, in the infancy, and it's kind of crazy. About 17 years ago, this sport of freestyle motocross came along. I got in right at the beginning, right at the right time. Bruce got in a few years later. Kind of a funny story, but Bruce was 12 years old, or 11 or 12 years old, came up to me when I was 16. He's this little guy like, "Hey Kris, you want to come ride at my place? You can put a ramp there." Well, I showed up here a few days later and Bruce was hitting my ramp, even though I told him not to, because didn't want him to get hurt. We're bringing the live show to Kelowna. We got an action-packed, schedule with, what do we got? We got some of the best sport bike riders in the world coming to perform at the show. We got some BMX riders, we got some mountain bike riders, and 8 of the best freestyle motocross riders in the world. And all this is put together and choreographed to one of the most impressive lighting, pyrotechnic shows you guys are ever going to see. So it's a little bit of action sports packed in with rock concert kind of deal. So it's definitely entertaining, and it's one of the most entertaining shows that I've ever been a part of in my 17 years of doing this sport. So it's pretty cool.
A year ago, June, I was invited to X Games to do Best Trick. That's basically an event where you do one trick and you got 2 shots at it. It's got to be a trick that's kind of never been seen before, never been done before. So I attempted a rock solid backflip, which is where you completely let go of the motorcycle upside down, and did about 75%. But unfortunately, in freestyle motocross, it's kind of 100% or nothing. And yeah, I went down pretty hard, broke my pelvis and rib, and that was pretty scary.
I think my personal favorite trick is probably the tsunami. Basically what you're doing is doing a headstand over top of the bike, and then you look backwards in the air. Kind of one of the bigger tricks in the sport that I like to do. Kind of
The opposite of Kris is there with the tsunami. Mine's a cliffhanger where you hook your feet on the handlebars instead of your hands and basically stand up the same you would as a tsunami.
We've had the honor of representing Canada all over the world. I really can't remember every country we've been to. I mean, a few years ago we spent the whole winter down in Mexico doing shows. That was pretty cool. It was about 30 degrees and couldn't complain about that. Spent 3 months down there. We spent 3 months in China, Shanghai, China, with the World Expo, doing shows at that. Where else? Bermuda, Costa Rica.
Pretty much anywhere our motorcycles take us, you can't complain when you're doing something
exactly.
You love, and it pays for you to travel the world, so that's pretty unique and pretty grateful.
Yeah, and like Bruce says, what better way to make a living than on the back of these awesome Kawasaki motorcycles? So it's definitely an honor to be able to travel the world and do what we love to do.